Welcome, mathematicians. In this video, we're going to efficiently and accurately graph equations written in standard form. We're going to do one together, and then I have a second one for you to practice. Just as a side note, on my iPad as I'm making this video, I am on graph paper, but when the video is published, you don't see that graph paper anymore. So to be accurate with a graph, always use graph paper for your grid. Let's go to standard form. The easiest way to graph standard form is using the X and Y intercepts because they're so easy to find in standard form. I'm going to make a little table to collect my X and Y intercepts. For my Y intercept, X is 0. For my X-intercept, Y is 0. When X is equal to 0, this entire term turns into 0. So I'm left with 4y is equal to 16. Divide by 4, y is equal to 4. Nice and easy. When my y is 0, this term turns into 0. And I'm left with negative 2x is equal to 16. Divide both sides by negative 2, and x is equal to negative 8. This gives me 2 points that I can graph. 0, 4. X is 0, y is 4. And negative 8, 0. X is negative 8, negative 5, 6, 7, 8, and y is 0. There are my 2 points. I get out a ruler and connect those 2 points to graph my line. Nice and easy. Next up, I have one for you to practice. So please pause me and graph this equation written in standard form, 1/2 x minus 3y is equal to 6. Here's the graph. Once again, I used my X and Y intercept, found those easily with the standard form, and graphed the line. If you got a similar line and you feel good to go, see you later. If not, why don't you stick around and we'll graph this one together. Because I'm in standard form and it's so easy to find the intercepts, I'm going to use the intercepts to graph this equation. I'm going to have a table to collect my X and Y intercepts. And let's start with the y-intercept, and this is when x is equal to 0. When x is equal to 0, this entire term will equal 0 because 0 times anything will be 0. And I'll be left with negative 3y is equal to 6. I'm going to divide both sides of this equation by negative 3 to isolate y, and y is equal to negative 2. That means my y-intercept is negative 2. Let's now look at the x-intercept. For the x-intercept, y is equal to negative 2. And when y is equal to negative 2, this entire term turns into 0. And we're left with 1/2 of an x is equal to 6. I'm going to divide both sides by 1/2, which is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal 2. So x is equal to 12. I now have my two intercepts. My y-intercept is 0, negative 2. My x-intercept is 12. Let's go 11, 12, 12, 2, 12, 0. And I'll take out a ruler and connect those 2 points using a straight line that extends. And there's my graph. I hope you found this video helpful. It might be a great idea if you want. There's some more practice, so go ahead and maybe graph a few more. See you soon, mathematicians. One last side note. I misspoke and I said I was substituting in negative 2 to turn this into 0. You must have known I meant 0, and that was going to turn, that whole thing into 0. I hope you found my error. See you soon.